Hi everyone, I just wanted to make a quick video about the analysis of the two recitals that I went to. The first one, the trombone recital, the first piece of music I will look at is Fanfare La Paris by Paul Dugas. For the rhythm, it was just a simple quadruple meter. It was really easy to tell that in the piece. And with the texture, at times it was mainly homophonic, but oh no, they're mainly polyphonic, but there were times of homophony as well. Um, and the instrumentation, it included the trombones, um, the tuba, and euphonium. And with the tuba and the euphonium were mainly lower, while the trombones took the higher notes. Um, and the harmony was in a major scale and consonant throughout the piece. And the melody was easy to tell. It was mainly conjunct throughout the whole piece. So the second piece of music from this recital that I looked at was the Olympic Fanfare and Theme by John Williams. For this, it was also easier to tell as a quadruple meter. And the trombones were mainly homophonic within the piece, and the tuba and euphonium were playing different notes. They were playing accompaniment, and so that kind of made it polyphonic. The whole piece generally, and the instrumentation included all of the instruments again: the euphonium, tuba, and trombone. And the harmony in this was also in a major scale, and it was consonant as well. The melody was more disjunct in this piece because it was kind of a different style of music, and it was meant to conjure up different feelings because it is the Olympic theme, and so it was mostly disjunct with some conjunct parts, but that was a little different. So for the second recital I went to is the junior piano recital, and one of the pieces of music I looked at was Passacaglia by Aaron Copland, and this one was mainly quadruple meter with non-metric parts. Especially at the beginning, it was kind of hard to tell if there even was a meter in there. And this one was also homophonic because it was a piano, and it was just generally one piece of music. And the instrumentation of this was a piano. That's all there was. It was a minor scale this time, and it was more dissonant. And in this one, there were conjunct and disjunct parts. There were parts where the music would kind of flip from high to low notes really quickly. And the second piece of music I looked at was Les Cloches de Genève by Franz Liszt. Hopefully I got that right. In this one, it was non-metric throughout the whole piece. At least I couldn't tell the meter in it. Then it was polyphonic in this one, because one of the hands was playing a totally different set of notes as with the right hand. This one was also just a piano and major scale and consonant, and for the most part it was conjunct. There were some disjunct parts throughout the piece. And so next thing I wanted to do was talk about my experiences and how they were different, how they were similar. With the first recital I went to, the trombones, it was much louder and powerful performance, since there were a lot more performers in that, and they were just louder instruments. It made me kind of uplifted me more, and it just made me feel like more excited, kind of less relaxed, and for having a live musical performance or seeing that with the trombones, it reminded me of my early band class days back in middle school. I played the trumpet, so I can relate in some way with the trombones. But for the second recital I went to, Piano is one of my favorite instruments, and every piece of music usually just makes me feel very relaxed and comfortable. And I usually just kind of reflect as I'm listening to them. Um, I guess the biggest difference in a live classical music performance for me, um, I would say it was way better than a recorded one. You get more feelings, and you get to see the facial expressions and the movements of each performer. For the trombones, they generally they had different movements. They would like kind of when the notes got high, they would lift up their um, instruments, and when they were lower, they kind of like went down. And for the piano players, there was a lot of facial expressions they would do as they were playing. They were a lot more reflective of the music they were playing, which is very interesting to see, and it would just help the experience even more. Um, so that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about here. It was a very good experience. I'm glad we had this project. Uh, Definitely would consider going to more concerts in the future semesters that I have at the school. Thank you.